Oh, I forgot to start the music. Let's see who's here. Let me check my thing real quick. Say something. Okay, yeah, good thing we checked that. Discord being stupid. Hello, kitty cat. What are you doing? Kitty cat, stop. You are not allowed right there. Kitty cat, please get off the keyboard.
Dessmond, my man.
Okay, there we go. Okay. He's here, but he didn't post anything.
Yeah. It implies he paints. Insert knee slapping noise here. Good to see you regardless, my dude. Good to see you regardless.
And here, hello Keller, hello LaForeign, hello Rico, and hello Dessmond, and hello John. Super early. Yes, I decided to, because Ikbar did not get anyone to switch with him for his job application. We decided to do this early. So we have till 1 p.m. to finish all this.
Said my man speaking in TikTok.
Yes. Is that the cat cam? No, unfortunately not. I need to get a new photo. Posted it right there.
So funny watching you just do something mundane and your entire character rig starts wobbling side to side like it's a fucking me.
Yeah, I've been talking to family. What are your thoughts on the $200 Custodies box? It's $200. I mean, $250 in USD. It's stupid.
So that's 200 pounds for them. So yeah.
Yeah, no, so $250 USD for us. I also got to be a little bit quiet too. Ugh. But yes, it is time for another entry of
Show Us What You Got,
where we look over viewers' miniatures and give them critique and feedback.
Hell yeah.
And if it's good,
I like what you got, good job.
And if it's bad,
boo, not cool.
Yes.
I want to let everyone know that Handy doesn't have the sound play for me, so it's like watching a sitcom with the laugh track off.
I'm gonna fix that eventually. I will fix it eventually.
Heard.
Yes, it's time for Show Us What You Got. With our first
contender.
Is it good to hear you guys right now? Sadly, I can't still in class in French. In the Discord, by the way, could I get a chance to have my turn come to last, please? I really want it to be. Let's see, where is your thing, and we'll see. Let me see. Okay, we can do yours last. We can do yours last. We will do yours last. Yours is the night we looked at last time, but now you have better photos.
Yay, better photos. Better pizza. Papa John's. He can't hear us.
Yeah, no.
So I'll just let him, I'll type it in for him.
Okay. Okie dokie. So first up,
we got a repeater. Someone who wanted to take our advice to heart, and it looks like he did. We got Robzilla's Chimera here.
Let me grab, I did grab some of the before photos. Let me grab those. So here are some of the before photos. And let's see the after. After is already looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Mud's much darker. There's a bit of blood on the plow. Mud on the tracks too. It won't be over by then, trust me.
You can't hear us. I'm typing.
Yes, the Orctress was in the previous one. It is time-stamped. And that's what I do after every stream is I go back and I timestamp everyone's miniatures.
What's up, Gahaves? It's in the Discord under the Show Us What You Got channel. It's for non-paying members to be able to show off what they got.
Yes. That is if people can actually read, though.
True.
Because there's still tons of people I see that have gray names that never read the rules.
Just like
Exclamation point
Canadians, they
Discord.
aren't real people.
Exclamation point Discord. I'm looking in the Discord. Fire, wait, this early? Goddamn.
Yeah.
It's not like I literally posted. I pinged everyone that when it was gonna be. Do exclamation point Discord, G-Haves. Or I'll just do it. Timestamp yes. Oh, a little late there. Gotta be quicker on the draw.
Whoa, you gotta be quicker than that.
Oh, almost had it. And let me move my OBS over here. Okay, I need to move this. Okay, I can see now. I can see the chat too.
I can fight.
Immediately dies.
So yeah, looking at this Chimera, I'm loving what you've done. I'm glad you put it, more of it into effect, and you've really targeted where the dirtiness is going.
You can even see it in this picture right here, the side by side. It's a bit darker too, which is good.
Yes, he's added layers of depth and muck to it. I also like he also fixed the dozer blade damage he had done there. I like how he also put the mud on the ends of the dozer blade where the tracks would be spinning as if it were be flinging the mud. It's beautiful.
What you post and show us what you got, but first you have to agree to the rules. Your name is not green.
Yeah. And I had an opinion on the Krieger in the top hatch. However, I realized my opinion on it was not... It wouldn't have mattered because there's a stylistic choice here that I like. The tank is incredibly worn. The tank is incredibly worn and dirty. So for the
rules,
go ahead, Andy.
Basically, post at least 2 photos. Make sure they're good photos, please. Ask if you want critique or feedback, because if you don't post more than 2 photos or post that, you will get skipped.
Indeed. Additionally, so back onto the thingamabopper, the dingle hopper, if you will, the whatchamacallit, for the OGs out there. For what he did here with the little tank guy on top, he's perfectly clean. He doesn't even have any washes, and I originally thought there should be washes on that because you wash your models, you know, you make that depth. But I like this idea, this contrast of the tank is so dirty that the guy who pops out is so clean. It gives this nice little contrast.
Hang on a second, I'm taking some care of something in the show because I feel like Lika edited out their minis out of the background again.
Seriously?
No, it's just a black. Never mind, it's just a black backdrop. I can't see the color bleed. It's just they used.
Okay.
Looks like they used Muso black. Yeah, they did. They used like Vanta black or Muso black. Then pick out 5 minutes on 2 night armors. Okay. You just gotta wait till your name turns green 10 minutes or so. And then we can look at it. Your front and side photo count for the rules. Yes.
Are they 2 photos?
Then yes.
This is not... I don't mean to be snippy, chat. This is not rocket science.
Yes. Literally just as a way to circumvent AI photos, like we had that last time. We had to ban someone.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look more at this tank too.
It's a good tank.
Yes, very good tank, and it is much dirtier and grimier now.
Yes. They took the advice perfectly, and they added more to it. That's really all I got to say. And once again, I like this contrast between
Hello,
the
David.
tank driver and the tank.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, David.
It's just before they paint, they got to try and get rid of as much of the cat hair as possible.
Yeah. I've had to wash, I had to, like, strip minis of paint because of cat hair.
Yeah, I just wash my minis first. Is the first thing I do, and then I also, after that, make sure there's no hairs on it as I'm painting. Because this is a word of advice for people. Always wash your minis when you're done building them, because there might be also, like, sanding dust on them.
True.
And also random microfibers, or in this case, cat hairs. Okay. But yes, it is a very nice difference from what it looked like before. Much improvement. It looks a lot better. Looks a lot better.
Big dub, boss man. Big dub.
Yes. Very big dub. Just work on making your freehand text look a bit better, although mine's also kind of ass. But it looks very good. Good job. It's great to see that people are already taking our advice.
Oh yeah, and I'm really excited to look at this next model.
Okay, let's see. So thank you for sharing, Rob. Where's the thing? Where's the soundboard?
I like what you got. Good job.
I will put those on the soundboard after stream. Then Ifbar could hear it too. Okay.
One day.
Next up we have Legate. Critique, please. I did the base coat, but not sure how to proceed from here. Still debating on the flame colors.
So this is a wonderful kit bash.
Oh, that's what it is? I was wondering what it was.
Yes. Yes. So this would normally be a Helldrake, which is like more like your Art Deco style, like very harsh, angular type of features.
Yeah.
In this case, they took like these Phoenix pieces and kit bashed it with the Cybertronic like parts, so it's like more of a cyborg.
Yeah, or a Helldrake before it became a Helldrake.
Could be something like that, yeah. The first things first, I would recommend you apply another coat of red to the wings. I'm looking in the first photo, that left wing at the very end of the tips. I don't know if that's your wash or something that kind of got smudged and smeared.
That's what I'm saying. I think it just looks like paint, not enough paint. I'm seeing it on other areas, like you even see on the neck of the burb too.
Yeah.
See on the neck, like the overhead shot, you can see a lot better. I think they just need to apply more red. But they also want to know what else to go from there. Then they're debating on the flame colors.
So, in my opinion, you're going to go a complementary color, which is green. But you could do a very light green. The key to a light green is you're going to paint that bright white. You're going to put like a fluorescent yellow on it. Then you're going to put more white on the ends and then cover it all with green.
Yeah, so maybe Imperial Fist yellow, because I'm pretty sure they're not using a airbrush, so cover.
Yeah, you can fake it with just thin coats of contrast.
Yeah, so just Imperial Fist yellow, then dry brush a bit more white on it, and then cover it with I would say Tesseract glow, because that's what I did for some of my bright green.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Tesseract glow. And then also it needs a wash too, I feel like, on the wings. So you can use whatever you want, but then remember you're going to have to dry brush it again to bring that brightness back out. So maybe if you want it to be dark, you can do Null Oil. If you want it to be a nice, bright, dark red, or you can do Flesh Terror's red. Because I think if you use Blood Angel's red on this, it'll be, the Blood Angel's red won't really show up. You made me get out of bed. Okay, good. Good to wake up early. And then...
Perfect timing, too.
Does it look like there's a bit of wash on the gold? I can't tell. Maybe a little bit of verdigris? A little verdigris or whatever?
I'm uncertain if it's that.
I think it is because it looks... Yeah, there's a bit of verdigris on there, and then maybe...
So if I look at the opposite side, it looks like maybe they're just holding it there and like the paint stripped off slightly.
No, I can see it on the... Look on the side profile on the upper edge of the... Like the armor plate, the upper armor plate. Just on it, you can see the verdigris on it. And I can see it a little bit... Like you see little hints of it.
Okay, I'm uncertain. You wish you were to think it's all base coat, there's no wash yet?
Oh, okay.
Then you really do
Hello,
need
crazy.
to paint in the crevices of those wings, because we thought those was wash on the wings.
Yeah, that needs to be painted right there.
Yeah, like on that photo, the photo that you're currently on handy, when you zoom in right under that armor panel.
I mean, you could also see it right here on the wing and the wing tip.
Yes,
And also,
but
yes,
that's
on the
like
armor panel.
It needs one more coat, like, you know? And then you just do a little...
so yeah, that's Mrs. Ickbird speaking for those who don't know. The art lady. Trying a color transfer, then I would recommend you hit it with a red contrast to
Plus
really...
Terror's red is what I recommend.
I tend to lean more on Mephiston, but that's because that's me.
Mephiston isn't a contrast.
Sorry, Blood Angels. Blood Angels red is my contrast go-to.
Yeah, I'm
usually.
saying, but this is a bit too bright, I feel like, for Blood Angels red, because Blood Angels red is also a very bright red contrast. Because depending on the color he used, I've used Blood Angels red over it, and it doesn't really show up as like a wash is the thing. So you have to be mindful of what you want. What was that? I heard something sound like a duck.
You got
It
a
was
jellyfish thrown at you, which means one thing.
It is Rev.
It's
Hello.
Rev.
You got first, second.
Oh my
and
god,
wow, no one
Rev
claimed
took
it.
first, second, third.
Wow, what a greedy bastard.
Of course, like it. And just as a reminder for the flame, put your brightest white you have, that's thin and pliable. Put it on all the flame bits. Then cover it in yellow, like an Imperial Fist yellow. Then hit a like dry brush white again. Then cover it all in green, like a Tesseract glow.
I think it's been 10 minutes. Whoever was here and wanted to post their stuff, they can agree to the rules now. And they should be able to post their stuff under Show Us What You Got. Then, if you want to go the verdigris route, if that's what hasn't been done yet, you can also do that, but after you wash the gold is what I would do.
It also depends on, do they want this to be like a big, pretty phoenix? Or do they want it to be like something in the middle of combat?
Yeah. And would you say maybe a little panel wash between the gold and the purple, maybe?
Yes.
So,
yes, 100%.
There's two ways they can do this. What they can do is they can do what I like doing now too, which is going the contrast route also. Or just use normal oil. In the recesses. Don't get it on the bright purple though. We do a panel lining and it should make that pop a bit more, and then also what it'll do is, as you can kind of see on the one I'm on right here, you can see how there's a little bit of purple bleeding onto the gold. What that'll do is then that'll darken that down so you don't get that bleed. Still won't let you. Are you agreeing to the correct thing?
Is he actually putting the thumbs up, or is he reacting to the reaction?
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do something real quick. Because I don't like. Why do people do this? I just realized too. Where's the rules on my screen? It's not even showing up on mine.
Here? Hey, if you feel Null Oil is too overused, fair enough. Druki Violet could work well here too.
The fuck? Where's the rules?
Financial Decision Fund new? No. It's been there so long, Handy has stopped updating it. I still see the rules. I scroll up and I still see it. So I think that's just a glitch on your end.
Yeah, can you ping me with it? Because I don't see... Well... Where the fuck is it?
Want me to reply and then just at you?
Yeah.
All right.
This is
There you go.
fun new. That's old.
Yeah, I already told him about that. How you stopped updating it after a certain time because it's just been there forever.
Yeah, I'm still not getting the rules.
Weird. Okay, I'm gonna delete my message there. You might just need to kill and restart your Discord. Because I'm seeing it, so it means it's probably just a glitch on your end.
Yeah, I got it back up. I had to ping it in the general chat. I see it again. That was weird. Wait, no, it disappears after. What the hell?
How odd.
That is weird. This is a major channel.
Do you consider teens kids, or if they're mature for their age, do you consider them not kids? Yeah, they're still kids. If you're not 18, you are a kid. It's one of those things where, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, if you have to ask, assume it is not in a favorable position for you.
What the hell? It just keeps disappearing from me. That's weird.
What's up, good roast dinner? That is very odd.
Might just be on that
Very well
side.
behaves.
Okay, where is it? I need to check my Discord mobile to make sure it's not every... That is so stupid. It's not showing up for me on any of them. Weird.
It is very weird.
That makes me wonder if everyone else isn't seeing it too now.
They would have said it.
Really? I mean, some people weren't able to find the channel is the thing, and that's making me wonder why people can't like agree to the rules. Is because it's not showing up. I'm gonna do something because I can also see the server from a role. Let me see the role. Just go to permissions. Here's the view. Does it not even have the thing to let me view this server as this role anymore? What the fuck? Because this is annoying. Let me see, I'm gonna view it as you. Yeah, it's not even showing up when I look at it for you, but let me try and find...
That's really weird.
Definitions. Yeah, it isn't showing that. This is stupid. This is really stupid. Can't
Well,
see it
we still
anywhere.
have things to get through.
Yes. Oh, okay, this is gonna be annoying. Okay, well, thank you for sharing. Let's move on to the next thing.
I like what you got. Good job.
Fair enough, Desmond. Fair enough.
Show us what you got. And next up, we have another thing from Robzilla. This is definitely a favorite model I've done. I would like some critique. Crayfish for scale. His name is Sam. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at this Krieger.
He really likes that basing material, that kind of
Yes.
astro granite stuff.
Yes, and again, it's too bright. Looks too glittery. Needs to be darkened down.
Indeed, unfortunately. I think you need to wash it a little more. And also, here's a weird thing. You need to highlight the black coat. I see little smudges of it. You need to give it a nice, tight highlight. The Fortress, fair enough.
Oh wait, that was in my last video. That wasn't for show us what you got. That's why. I mean, you can post it and show us what you got, and we'll look at it later. But back to this mini. Yeah, I think it does. Just they need to highlight a bit more on the coat.
Yes.
Coat needs more highlights, maybe.
And the model needs a bit more of a wash. The brights are a little too bright. Like they need just a little bit of a wash to give it depth.
Also needs a bit of cleanup too. In some areas, I see where the gold trim is bleeding onto the black. Like right here in the armpit area.
I see it. And also the skull buttons need a little bit of a tidy up. But other than that, I don't really have anything to add.
Yeah, it's another case of the other, like the tank, where it just needs a few slight improvements and a bit of cleanup.
Yeah, so good on you for that.
Yes. And here's the crayfish for scale.
Like a little Sam.
Yes. But thank you for sharing that, Robzilla.
I like what you got. Good job.
All right.
Okay. Next up would be Warmonger, but they didn't put critique or feedback, so they're getting skipped.
They just wanted to show off.
Yeah. So next up we have Brettila. Favorite model of the past year, Corn, big boy doing work with the Red Corsairs. Feedback appreciated. And they also did an Atropos too. Okay. We looked at this for members miniatures, and this is just showing off now. Although
the OSL
on the gold.
That's very true as well. The OSL is fine. You can heighten it by making the inside the actual vent area brighter, which leaves that orange glow to be like the afterglow kind of thing.
Yeah.
The skulls on the main plow could also use a bit more of a heavier wash.
I mean, a way they can also help improve the glow is just do a very, very light highlight of the glow color with a little bit of white mixed in and do it along the bottom edges.
Yes.
And that'll make
Same said for the skull. You can make that great effect there. You see they actually kind of have it because they have the they're doing it the opposite way, where they're having the recessed areas inside be more of that reddish hue to really give that glow, that stark contrast. They did that beautifully. They made the glow a bit more gentler on the corn symbol on the head, and I think if they did that on the titty area, they wouldn't have to do such a bright highlight to compensate.
Yeah. Let's look at it from the side now. Yeah, I'm seeing it. The funny. Yes, I know we did like the Lord of Skulls before, but this is where we were able to critique it more because that was just members miniatures.
Yeah, I don't remember at that point if you wanted critique or not, but you're getting it now today, boy.
Yeah. The blood tanks are fine though; those are good. Looks like actual liquid from afar.
Yeah. You meant the plow? Oh.
Well, actually, no. Last time we did the plow, we said the same thing. The wash needs to be a bit darker.
I don't remember reviewing this. I don't know if I was there for that.
You were there for this. You said the exact same thing. The plow wash needs a bit darker and also highlight the skulls a little bit.
Skulls look mostly highlighted. Like there's a few, like if you go to the final photo, you look at his like little hip guard, you see some of them look a little duller than others. That's because they're partially recessed. So I like that.
It's just the ones on the plow are the issue.
Yeah.
Man, for this being a Cornate Blood, a demon engine of Corn, There's surprisingly a lack of actual blood for the blood god on it, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. That's a style. It stylistically still works.
Yes. But this is a very, very nice Lord of Skulls. I like it. I liked it the first time, and I
Yeah,
still like it the second time, but we're still gonna give it critique. So on the Cornet
because that's
Demon,
fair.
on the Lord of Skulls.
I like what you got. Good job.
I hate cliche, yes. Next up we have also from Brettila, an Atropos, and god damn it, GW, put this damn thing back in stock, please. So let's look at this. It is was I think a Kraken's Imperial Knight.
Not anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so the way I'm looking at this,
Once
I
again,
like the colors. It could maybe, I want to say maybe use a little bit of a bright highlight or something on the toes. And the same problem with the OSL again in some areas. But like on the Las cutter or whatever the heck it is, I think you went a little bit too heavy with the blue on the glow.
just a bit. It looks like a bar of color rather than an oscillation of light.
Yeah.
It's like instead of being flat, it should be rounded on the edges.
Yeah. Base isn't done. You're fine.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a color change paint? Oh, so it's Turbo Dork, I'm guessing then.
Gotcha. Like once again, when you're Xing out those symbols, try to give it that like drippy paint look, like it's being spray painted.
Yeah. I'm not sure if these checkers are a stencil or freehanded. If they're freehanded, good job.
If they're not, good job.
And then I would say for the... But no, that's... Which one's this? I don't remember the weapon names for this damn thing. Freehand? Ah, nice. Good job.
Good job.
Let's see.
Get a pat on the back.
Yeah, for the purple weapon, I would maybe... Like I said earlier for... Damn, I don't even remember who I was talking about. Oh, on Brettila's Demon Engine, like how for the glow. Maybe do a little bit of the same purple and mix a tiny bit of white, like a drop of white, and put a little like highlight of that on the raised edges of it.
Or hell, put a white droplet in those little divots.
Oh yeah, that too.
And then you put like a violet over it, and it'll be fucking fantastic.
Yeah, like a contrast. Damn it, GW, put this stupid thing back in stock. I want one. That isn't Chinese in recast. He's gotta pay tariffs on that. I'll get you, yeah.
But agree to China.
I don't think the fucking do rules is showing up and it's annoying me. I gotta figure that out later. I gotta figure out what the hell is wrong. Layla, hello. Hello, welcome. What army do you plan or paint? Yes is a valid answer. Pay attention so I missed this.
Hello.
What do you mean you missed this? We just started. We're still going over stuff.
Take care of what, Handy? He was asking about the take care of something part.
For the rules not showing up, I think, for people that join. I gotta figure out why that channel's not showing up. It's a basic rules channel. It should be showing up, but it's not.
Saturn 9 Dreadnought? Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
Oh.
Oh.
And he just doesn't want to deal with getting recast stuff because he wants GW to put this back up on the website.
You can still access the rules from the server guide. I can't access this from the server guide, which is weird. Oh, okay, I see. So I guess they just moved that. So you have to click on it. That's stupid. It gets rid of the channel. So we have to tell people to now click the server guide if they want to get to the rules. That's so dumb.
It's weird because I still see the fucking rules.
I don't. Well, whatever. I'll try and, like I said, I'll try
We'll do
and
it
fix that
live.
later. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You guys
Yes,
suck.
it is a very nice night, Brettila. You did a good job.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay. Next up, we have from EditedDruid painting up some Marvel Crisis Protocol minis and looking for feedback. Models are Crimson Dynamo and Red Skull plus Grunts. These ones also get better impression of the average Marvel Crisis Protocol quality since they weren't forced to swap materials at the last minute like with Hulk mini I showed last time. Okay. That's Crimson Dynamo? That looks weird. For a second, it looks like Darth Vader because of the helmet.
That's fair. I immediately went, that's a really armored up Red Tornado, but that's DC's version of Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah. I can show my giant table that's been in the works for over a year now. Yeah, you can do that. If you're in the Discord, do that. Just agree to the rules. And we can look at it if we get to it, because we have to finish this all by 1 p.m. So we actually got to move faster now. So for the Crimson Dynamo, I think it needs a wash.
Yes.
Definitely needs a wash.
Wash and a little bit of edge highlighting, just a little bit.
And then, well, they did a dry brush edge highlight, it looks like. And then also the eye lenses. Use a different color.
Yes.
Another thing I would do. And then also his repulsor hands, maybe paint those blue.
Is that his color, though? The blue, when they shoot from his hands?
I don't know. No idea. But yeah, this needs...
Yeah, the armor paneling, like, can use some highlighting, including the damaged areas. Like,
yeah.
Those are areas that, you know, they draw the attention because otherwise he's, you know, perfect. Yeah. And then you have these little cracks that appear and you go, oh my.
Yeah, just it needs a wash and a bit more definition and it'll be good. Other than that, yes, I see the definite jump in quality from Hulk to this. Okay, next, Red Skull and Hydra Grunts. I think you could have been a little bit more thicker, not thicker, but like maybe another coat of the contrast on the Hydra Grunts. And then Red Skull.
Red Skull looks a bit derpy, and I think it's because you haven't done his eyes.
Tips on magnetizing Deo Horus Hercegena. Is it the resin one or the plastic one? Because if it's the plastic one, that's just do what they did for I'm pretty sure those ones have magnet holes on it. Because they were doing that for all the Horus Heresy Dreadnoughts to make them magnet friendly. Bad with eyes, we all are. It's more or less his teeth are a bit derpy and can use a bit cleanup.
Teeth are a little derpy.
You also do
the teeth are derpy, the lips look kind of exaggerated, and the no eyes add all to it.
Yeah.
He also kind of has Coke face, if that makes sense to anyone. That kind of bloated kind of Coke face.
Yeah. I see wash on the gold too, which is good. And then only problem with the Hydra guys is you have overspill from certain colors like the green on their faces. And also some blending of the mesh, like blurring of the yellows between like the green too. But other than that, they're coming along nicely. The base from his too could also maybe use a highlight also. And I feel like the blue energy might need a bit of work too because it looks a bit flat. Because depending on what you're going for, you can, because I'm assuming you're using contrast, maybe lighter layers of contrast would work too. Because then if you use lighter, thin down layers and finishes based on my poses, okay. Like thin down layers of contrast, it'll get in the recesses, but also leave like the thicker parts brighter. So you get more of that energy effect. Other than that, these are good. Just needs a bit of work and they'll look very, very nice. Also, okay, yeah. I didn't get to that one too. You gotta highlight the cape a bit too, like in certain areas. Although it can see that you're dry brushing it. but it could use like actual thin down highlights, like thin brushstroke highlights. I mean, because also his cloak, you can see. You just need to go a little bit brighter with the highlights in certain areas. Other than that, yeah, these are good. Thank you for sharing.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay, no, we were gonna skip them and said we would get them more towards the end of the stream. Just gotta remember to come back to that. Have another one from Robzilla. Your first Space Marine in over a year, and I'd like critique. Yes, the model kit. An Assault Intercessor.
Yes, that is literally an Assault Intercessor.
Yes.
If not, it's a repurposed CAD of the Initiates.
Yeah. Maybe. But I'm pretty sure that's an Assault Intercessor that they just kit bashed or something. Okay, so their very first Space Marine in over a year. Well, first things first, you need to highlight it a lot better. You're a little bit...
Very true.
You only did one highlight and it's a bit too dark. I recommend Fenrisian Gray for Black Templars.
Also, to give the model a little bit of distinction, if you go to picture number 2 and you look at the back of the legs, you'll notice that the black carapace stuff under it, sure, is appropriately black. However, I think you should make that gray, so it makes the armor, the black paneling, stand out more.
Yeah. Paint it gray, then wash it with Nolan oil. That's what I do.
Hell yeah.
I can also see a little bit of green on the backpack too. This might have been something else. You see it on the back photo?
Let me the green on the backpack.
Or my
Oh,
cursor.
I see it in the recess, yeah.
Yeah. This was for something else. But it looks good for not painting a Space Marine for over a year. The eye lenses look pretty good too. Could use
I
a
like
little
that
cleanup.
effect you did for the leather.
Yeah. It's a contrast paint, it looks like. And they were very light with it. The Aquila could use maybe a contrast wash over it, maybe Griff Charge Gray. Is what I think. That would look pretty good. Yeah, it just needs better highlights is what it needs. Although it kind of looks like they tried to do volumetric, but it doesn't really... It's not really selling the effect, though. But, I mean, it looks pretty good for first Space Marine over here. I mean, the thing is, too, it kind of looks like my very first Space Marines, too. Okay, and then next up we have another... Oh, I skipped that because we saw it in the other one. But thank you for sharing.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay, next up we have from ShoTro. Just finished this, please give critique. This is looking pretty good. Although it is kind of in a case like a brain, like Rob's tank, where they have the weathering on the sides, but it's not really on the tracks.
Yes.
And then,
additionally, if you look at photo 1, they kind of just smear. It looks like it's more of a smear of the weathering on photo 1, but if you go to photo 2, you see that they put a bit more care on how the weathering was being put on the side track. So I think they need to tidy up a little bit on the left side track.
yeah, and then also I could see the freehand, but the problem is they chose a color that blends into the track a bit too well. So maybe try and give it a stylistic outline is what I would do.
There are certain areas here that, in my mind, scream this should be metallic, but they're done black, like the hatch on the front part below the Skull Aquila symbol.
Yeah, I see.
Additionally, the damaged part on the left side needs to be a little bit more, like where that little edge, like the edging of it, needs to be highlighted a very light powdery blue.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the weathering on this is nice though too, and also the OSL.
Yeah.
This is kind of what we meant to for the OSL Brettila. Like this. You have it be a little bright in some areas. Oh, this is a better photo of it. But I mean, their edge highlighting is pretty good. The OSL on it is pretty good. It's just, my only gripe is just be a little bit consistent with the weathering. Like, because you have it on the sides, but you barely have any on the tracks. And then try and get that beautiful free-handed Krieger, like, not to just blend into the side of the tank, because that's what it's doing if you're looking at it from 3 feet away. It is going to blend into the tank a lot. Oh, they also did a little stand clear decal on the back hatch.
It's very cute. I like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is a very, very nice tank. That's a good thing that
Yeah,
too,
it's
that
a
we
nice
don't have
tank.
much critique for it either.
So yeah, so it does go into this philosophy of, are you painting for tabletop? Are you painting for display? Because there are certain things here that will be missed and on the 5-foot rule. The easiest way is, I'm looking at all the photos collectively on the Discord, and I'm leaning back because they're all such good close-ups, very good quality camera work. So, you know, if we're gonna shit on people for having bad camera work, you know, I'm gonna applaud the people with good camera work here.
Yeah.
The OSL sticks out still, which is good. That's what good OSL does.
Yeah.
And the mural stays, but a lot of the other details you put on here, I'm worried are going to be lost, especially when it's surrounded by a sea of other models.
Yeah. Because this is a
So,
very
like,
dark tank too.
I'm going to give you advice that a friend of mine who regularly places doesn't like they're in like the top 5 is what I mean when I say they place. They place in the Golden Demon entries. You always want to highlight one color higher than you think you need to really make something pop.
Yeah. That's why for when I paint Dark Angels and they're black, I do Skin Blight Dinge and then I punch all the way up to Dawnstone. Because it makes the model pop. And I don't want to make it look like I'm painting Light Angels instead of Dark Angels too. Like, you don't want to be painting Gray Templars when you're painting Black Templars.
Yes.
But again, like, this is a good model. You did good. It's just, it needs a tiny bit of work. Like, more, like it's
Tiny
like
bit of work
said.
and a little bit more of a highlight. But yeah.
I feel like, too, there's also some panels that are missing some of that blue highlight.
That's fair.
Like, because if you see on the tank, like, the center of the tank, you can see, like, all the areas where it's highlighted, and then on the sides, there's the lower areas where you don't really see any highlight. Although, if they don't want to do that blue, what they can do is they can get a very, very light, not too light brown, but, like, a little bit brighter than the brown color right here, and then highlight it along the edges. Other than that, it's a very, very good model.
I like what you got. Good job.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, next up... Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Next up, we have... One Dumb Panda, Dreadnoughts. Feedback and critique would be great. All the blues and whites are done with a sponge, and it took about 16 hours total to do all 4 of them in 2 sittings. Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, these are some really high-quality photos, because I can zoom in real far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, these are some nice Dreadnoughts.
You need to tidy up the base rim.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just me, but I would have also... I know there's supposed to be separate armor panels, but I melded mine together. Because those gaps really annoy me.
I get you. Additionally, I don't know if what they're going for is like a tactical black for all the metallic parts, because then if you look in photo 2 with the regular hands, you see that they have this kind of like worn silvery effect to them.
Yeah. I think it just might be the lighting, maybe.
Lighting doesn't affect your metallics.
Well, if you're doing a dark metallic with a slightly brighter, it will do something to metallics. It won't show up very nicely. Nuclear energy
Not
is
entirely
steampunk.
convinced.
Okay. I mean, these are some very nice dreadnoughts, though. Looking very
Yeah.
good. Very nice sponge look,
Additionally,
too.
If you're gonna have the feet encased in dirt like your Tarantino, you need to make sure that the essentially the calf armor needs to have some of that dirt going up on it too.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense that the feet would be covered, but the dust wouldn't come up and billow and stick on the calf areas, or get up in the underhood of all that.
I feel like they went a bit too heavy though on the dirt on the feet, though, is my opinion, because it blends.
They went too heavy
in.
to not have those effects on the calves.
Yeah. And maybe, I mean, I would have had a little bit of the blue still showing through on the feet too.
Very true. Because he's wearing like mud clogs almost.
Yeah. But these dreadnoughts are very, very nicely done. The bases are also nice and simple too.
Yeah.
Which means that your attention is immediately drawn to the dreadnought itself. Because the edge highlights, the sponge to edge highlights are very nice and eye-catching. The centers of the panels are nice and dark. These are just very nicely painted. Very, very nicely painted. I wish when I do sponging that they would look this nice. And the decal work is also good too in some areas, although in this one I can still see the outer edge of the decal, so a little microsaw and microset will help that go a long way. Yes, very nice dreadnoughts. Very, very nice dreadnoughts. Not really much to critique, which is a good thing.
Indeed.
Okay, I think we're good on the dreadnoughts. Very nice miniatures. Very, very good.
I like what you got. Good job.
All right.
Thank you
Now
for
to
sharing.
Big Turb.
Yes, for Big Turb to port. Okay, I know this is stylistic, but it's a bit too dirty, honestly.
A bit too dark.
Yeah.
I had to zoom in to realize it was red, not highlighted.
Yeah. Trying to fix just small recently, trying to fix the glow. Does it look off or the sword look too bright? Well, I mean, the sword looks fine. It's just the miniature itself.
Yeah, the sword is good.
A bit too dark. Like, I know
It reminds me of that
but...
that video series, like the Hell's Reach art style.
Yeah.
I'm uncertain if it actually came out well enough to like really sell it.
Well, my problem is this is supposed to be Blood Ravens, and like I said, it's a bit too beat to hell, but the freehand is very nice. Freehand is good. It's just I feel like the base is also a bit too dark too. Like when you compare it to the miniature, they're both really dark.
Yes.
I mean, the sword isn't an issue. It's just the miniature itself. Like the cape is good. The darks are good. It's just you made the red a bit too dark.
You need to highlight the red, ironically.
And I think you went a bit too heavy on the weathering too. That's the main
thing. I think if they just up the red on the legs, it would be fine.
Yeah.
Because it's fine on the back end. The front end is where it's the problem.
Yeah. But I still think they went a bit too heavy on the weathering.
No, I hear that.
The base needs to be... I feel like the base needs to be a bit brighter too. Because you can see how like the leg is like blending into the base, kind of.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They up the red on the front half of the model.
Yeah. You need to do that, but other than
yeah,
that...
I think we're ultimately saying the same thing right now.
Yeah. So that means there's not much else to say, and we'll move on to the next one. Good job.
I like what you got.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, next up we have Zab. Somebody's from TheZabPlush. These are the first 40k models I painted. Critique them. I don't care if you boo on it. Very rough. the cooking up some town models. I mean,
My favorite one is on the right because it almost feels like he has an aura of red surrounding him from all the blood.
well, I mean, for these being very first 40k models too, these are actually a lot better than other people's models.
Yeah, all you need is like a little bit of wash on the first 3,
Yeah,
and then some basing on the actual bases.
yeah. 'Cause I
And
can see
you've done more than fine. You're
Yes.
good, King.
Yes, these are very good for first models. There's not really much to critique on these.
Yeah, you played it by the book, you played it well, and you had a little fun. I mean, you had a lot of fun with the guy on the right, and that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because the wash, ironically, was the blood, which tinted everything. And frankly, I want to see an entire army of that.
Well, I mean, that's supposed to be the medic, it looks like, too.
I just want everyone to look like they're just drowned in blood.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like in those Chinese propaganda pieces where they make America look really cool. It gives me that energy.
Be the American the Chinese think you are.
Yeah, the Chinese propagandists want you to fear. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. There's not much else to add.
Yeah. You did very good for these being your first miniatures.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay, next up we have Brax.bro. Centerpiece model from a Flesh Eater Quartz army. Need feedback on how to improve this one. So I plan on painting some other centerpieces for this army soon. Okay.
The lighting is overexposed on this, so it's hard to give feedback, and the first photo is blurry, so it's hard to give feedback.
I can give a little bit.
Likewise, but it's not as much as they need.
Yeah. I just think from all the feedback I can give, it looks a bit too flat.
It needs highlights.
Yes, it needs highlights and it needs to be a bit neater in some areas.
It also needs some washing on the foot, and the basing needs to be a different color from the rim of the base.
Yes. Plus also, well, they need to also make the skeleton blend into the base too.
Yes.
That's another thing. This needs to blend into it. Because you have a very harsh transition of colors going from black to light gray. Welcome back, Leforian.
Welcome back.
Then the flesh cape, yeah, needs some wash. Well, it needs more wash and then some highlights. So there's not really much to say about this. It just needs work. It needs work just to fix it up. Because another thing we need to ask too is like, how long have they been painting for?
Yeah, because the different techniques for different skill ranges.
Yeah, because this looks very bare bones.
Yeah, it's like I would say halfway done.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2/3.
Yeah.
There's a lot to go over with it, but I'm not certain we can really give a lot of help until we get to know you a little bit more, Brax. I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna write a message. I want to go over this next time with them, but I want to know a little bit more about them so we can give them better help.
Yeah. Other than that,
I like what you got. Good job.
okay, next miniature. Next up we have from Rico Cigar. They want, let's see, critique. This is the foundation for an Imperial Guard homebrew regiment. You saw to it. Critique on the color
It's
scheme
fucking awesome.
Their medieval world that was found by the Dark Angels. Could use some critique, to be honest. Should go Legion era scheme or more chapter scheme. The mini book's not finished. I mean, you can add it. Even if it's in progress, we could still give critique. So I think these, I like the way these look. If you want it to be Legion era, you can. They would have to be black and red, because I feel what I'm getting right now, because it's green and red, is Christmas. Is unfortunately what I'm getting. But the metallics look pretty good. The wood could use a bit of a darker wash, probably.
The lamps can use a little more love here. It looks like they put yellow over like a brown.
They put high-end in yellow, whatever the heck it's called, or Uriel yellow.
Yeah.
I recognize that crappy GW yellow paint.
I kind of dig the red and green. It's following the 90-10 rule here.
Santa Claus Regiment, yeah.
I think it's following the 90-10 rule pretty well, but it's not like super holly jolly bright green stuff and bright with the bright red. So it complements each other.
Yeah. Get Imperial Fist yellow.
Imperial Fist yellow over white will make you happy. Trust me. I've learned how to paint yellow because some of my very first Marines I painted were Lamenters.
Yeah. I mean, what you could do if you want to do the Heresy era scheme too, is you could make the ranking officers have the Heresy era colors if you want to do that. We'll get those next time. Yeah.
Also, kitty cat.
Yes. Let me go to the kitty cat photos. But I mean, other than that, these miniatures are nice. There could be some highlights in some areas too. This just don't be careful with what highlights you use because you, like I said, you are using red and green. If you go too bright, it will read as Christmas.
Yes.
So like very subtle highlights, I would say, for the red is what I would do. Then I understand you're probably still working on the bases. The flame on this one looks pretty good. Although I think you got the color inversed. It should be brighter yellow towards the bottom and darker red as you go up.
Yes, because that's how flames go.
Yes.
But it is a sincere mistake a lot of people make.
The highlights you use. So for green, what I'm guessing you used Caliban, not Caliban green. Yeah, Caliban green. What I would maybe use is shit, I don't remember what the next step up color is. Not moot green. Or what you could do if you don't want it to be too bright is you can do, I don't remember what colors I used for when I painted Dark Angels. Normal colors. What you can do is you can use your original color and do a 50-50 mix of the next step brightest color and see how bright that is. And if it's still not bright enough, what I would do, Commissar Model just dropped. Warhammer Community has a pretty sick trailer. Huh? Are they joking? Are they getting me to go to Warcom?
I'm looking at it right now. Sebastian YARRICK returns to Armageddon with a cool miniature that pays tribute to the YARRICK models of the past. The hero is a Hades' iconic pose, raising a pilfered arc power claw, shedding defiance to his foes. Earlier versions.
Damn. Does that mean he's getting rules again?
I guess he's fucking alive.
Wait, if they're redoing YARRICK, does this mean new Tybros the Red? Wait, please? New Tybros, please? Players? Because he was badly injured. And you know what happens when a Marine gets badly injured? They get Primarised.
They get Dreadnoughted.
No, some of them get Primarised.
Some get Primarised, I know.
Holy shit. Let me move
New Steel Legion. You mean the thing that we needed for the goddamn that Armageddon book that came out?
Let me put this. We're taking this quick detour for everyone. Oh, look at that! Look at that model. Look at that.
Are you gonna get that model?
Me?
Yes.
Maybe. That depends. If it's gonna be around all the time, then yes, I'll get it eventually. But if it's a special edition one, then fuck. But this does track for what the 10th edition box is gonna be. In the theme. My shorts need replacing. Steel Legion next edition, probably. Because I feel like what they're doing is they're bringing back every single guard regiment, a new guard regiment every single edition. So that means Steel Legion for 11th, and then maybe 12th edition Catachan, maybe? I don't know. We shall see. But very, very nice detour. Okay, let's get back to the miniatures. Okay, but yes, back to these. So yeah, like I said, you need to do a little bit brighter colors.
Same, Dessmond, same.
Try 50-50 mix of your base coat and the next brightest color, and it should look pretty good. And then also, obligatory kitty cat. And good job.
I like what you got. Good job.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, I gotta hide this because I gotta add a bunch more minis. Because a bunch were added. It looks like we are on track to finishing this before 1 p.m. Because that was like all of them before people started adding stuff. Cat channel will be more likely just because they have minis. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, do you just want to go back into Frenchie?
Yeah. Oh, I just realized I closed down theirs. Oops.
Yeah.
Could have left theirs up, but whoops.
I like how Frenchie was so excited to post a mouse gun after I shit on them probably too harshly for the lighting.
Well, I mean, lighting does make all the difference for a model.
Yeah, I think I was just kind of irritated by people being retarded, and I took it out for comedy value.
Yeah. There's up. More. I have to get another photo of Kitty Cat too. Oh, last one we did was those ones. I kind of wish they posted these in sequential order because we're going to be having to go back and forth. But yeah, how is everyone's day going?
Going pretty good.
I guess I reorder these myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay. Why did they double post? You don't need to double post. Ungroup tab. I hate this. I hate Firefox's stupid grouping of tabs. It's so annoying. That's just an additional photo. Okay. Dessmond shared some stuff.
All right.
Is this a kit package? It looks like a. Huh?
I need to walk away in about 20 minutes. I am now grabbing food for people.
Okay. How is it for you gone for 20 minutes or?
I give it like a half hour or so, but I just want to plow through as much as I can with you.
Yeah. Yeah, another thing
family
too
time
is
and
like,
all that.
another thing too is we can also. Let me see how many are here. Oh, we can definitely get through all these in time.
All right, let's do it.
We're just gonna be quick about it and spend no more than 5 minutes on each one. Okay. We're all the way back up real quick. Okay, so let's see. Okay, first we have, let me get rid of that. First we have photos from Frenchie. Okay, so more of their nights. We can see them a bit better too. Uni's been ass lately. I'm glad I am not in university anymore. I hated it. So what do you think now, Ickbard? Studying law enforcement's rough so much that I need to read. Yeah.
Yep, Dessmond's going in for that. Good luck to you. All right. Yeah, it's just a good model. That's it. You have a good model here. I don't think you really need critique. I think you're here to show it off.
Well, I mean, they could use some highlights too, because along some of the armor panels, because it looks like, remember we said last time, it looks like it's not washed in some areas. Like the gold trim doesn't look like it's washed. I feel
That's true.
I feel like I could use some highlights on the armor panels too, because it's just flat. Because you have like a flat red, flat white, Could use some
Oh, yeah,
highlights on the
yeah.
outer
Looking at the
edges.
armature now, yeah.
The armature could also, the lenses need to be painted too. The gun shields for the cannons could be painted. Armatures are not washed. Okay. I'm talking about the Big Knight. The wash, you either use too little wash on the gold or no wash at all. Because I can't tell if it's got any wash on it. Or any highlights either. Like, I can tell the metallic has highlights because you dry brushed it, it looks like. It's just the armor panel, the trim doesn't look like it's washed. You used wash on the panels. Ah, okay. I would get into the habit of doing a very light wash on the trim. Is what I would do. Or if you want to do it where you take the same, what you do is you paint the armor panel in a bit darker of a gold, and then you go back with your bright gold and paint over it. Like over like the raised edges. Find a color to wash trims. So if you want to do gold, what I recommend is use, depending on what kind of gold color you want. If you want like a kind of like gold that I paint, which is like an old gold that's a little bit worn, I would use very like thinned down gas rack sewer. That's what I use. And I like the way it looks, because then what you can do is you can then go back with your original gold and just slightly like dry brush it over it, or like very lightly brush over it, and it'll give it like a very nice look to it. Gold, pink. So do you mean you want the gold to be reddish? Then that would be Reikland Flush Shade. You want it to look, the gold to look reddish, you should use Reikland Flush Shade. But thank you for sharing these. They look very good.
Yeah.
Much better photos from last time.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay. Next up we have from Speaker of Words. They would like some critique. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is the first miniature or not. Hello Nick, how you doing? But it needs some of the details filled in, I feel like.
It needs, yeah, it's 90% detail work, a little bit of tidying up.
Yeah, no problem. With Custodies you posted, did you put it and show us what you got? Is that what you want, or to show us what you got is different from what we're doing right now? Yeah, I think because the rules isn't showing up for people. So people can't agree to it. Weird, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Whatever. Yeah, it needs... This thing just needs a bit more detail work is what it needs. You need to clean up the base 2 and Conroe Yi. But other than that, it's a very good start. Had to find it through clicking Conroe. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it looks like the rules isn't showing up for everyone, so I gotta fix that. What I'll probably have to do is I'll probably have to make that not the rules page is what I'll have to do. That's probably why it's tied to the landing page rules. Yeah, other than that, this is a very good start to a miniature. It just needs the fine details ironed out.
I like what you got. Good job.
Yeah, we gotta start speeding through these a bit. Okay, next up we have some minis from Lika. So, feedback, critique. Okay, let's see. So, first things first, these are not edited out. They're just using a very, very dark background.
Yep. Infinite blacks are kind of okay, in my opinion. As long as it's not this, like, that weird, like, you can feel the, like, copy-paste tool being used, you know?
Who's Speckled Jim?
I don't know, but it feels like a slur.
Well, I know they just joined the server. They have to find the rules. They probably have to just go to general just to get to it. But okay, let's see. Back to this. I mean, these are very, very nice miniatures. Very nicely painted. Very nice non-metallic metal on the golds that you did. I like it. The red for Azrael's Helmet wings could maybe be a bit brighter. Use super bright key light to stop the lens right down in the F22 to get the whole mini in focus so it hides a lot of the background too. Okay, that's, yeah, keep it all in focus. How are the eyes got this glow? For his Speckled Jim Black Rider reference notice alert. Okay. Okay, make sure you can find the rules channel so you can post your minis if you want us to look at them real quick. I have it in, let's see, join. Yeah, I have it in the Warhammer general chat. Go to that and just scroll up where I have the rules like selected. Where I have it like the channel pinged. You can go to that. What do I mean? Thin white over the top of the eye. But yeah, all I can say about Azrael is you just need a little bit of more highlights on the wings of his helmet. But other than that, Azrael looks pretty good. Next up we have a new miniature. That's actually a pretty good face.
Damn fine face.
Yes, looks pretty good. Very creepy too, which is good.
He looks like someone who's banned from being at a school.
But I mean, again, nice work with the non-metallic metal. Look at that on the Mecha Dendrite.
It is fantastic. He looks like he moans when he eats his Snickers upside down.
Like Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Very nice weathering too with the rust colors. The vial looks pretty good for the syringe. Leather is very nice too. I do see a little bit of overspill of white onto the flesh colors. And then maybe for the bonding studs, I would color those too, like a metallic color. Oh, even a good job on the face of the guy on the base. This is a very nicely done miniature. Very, very good job. I like it a lot. Okay, next one. For whatever the hell his name is, I forget his name. The new Red Corsair guy.
Huron Blackheart.
Yeah. You're on Blackheart, thank you. Very, very, this is also a very nice miniature.
Yeah. He's got a little puppy.
The inside of his cape, I feel like, looks like...
It looks like it's just kind of primer.
Yeah, it looks like it's just primer. I think the cape could use a bit of work. Because it looks like it's, like Ikbart said, it looks like it's just primer because you have the brown on it. And a little bit on the other side. They only have like one, maybe two minis that are good enough for this. Well, I mean, that's what the feedback and critique is for. And did you actually write feedback and critique? Right? Remember to write that too. You got to write that down. Yes, very nicely done face. The armor is nicely done. I feel like the dog is a bit out of place compared to Huron too, if you see what I mean, Ikbard.
Yes.
Not as detailed. You did very good on the non-metallic metal. Oh, hey, look, cat hairs.
Oh, yeah.
Or animal hair, some kind of pet hair on the base. But yes, you did very good with the non-metallic metals all over this, and the armor looks very, very nice. Very good, very, very good. Just a very, very nice miniatures.
I like what you got. Good job.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, let's move on to the next person. Next we have Dessmond. 3D printed top piece of the Imperial Critique. Did this one recently. Armageddon Steel Legion with Desert Chalky Chip Cookie Camouflage. Okay.
It's not bad. I like it.
Not bad. I feel like some areas are... I want to say the weather.
Third photo is super high depth.
Yes.
Oh
I feel like the mud color they use is a bit too bright. I feel like maybe.
I get what you mean. It's more like almost like a Georgia clay.
Yeah. Looks a bit too bright to me, but I mean it reminds me of a Panzer Haubitz 2000, which is a giant artillery piece. Is what it looks like. Looks like a proper tank destroyer / artillery piece. Most likely just artillery piece, because that's what it looks like. Panzer Haubitz. let's look at some more photos of these. The chipping is pretty good too. It's just, oh, I just realized too. He also did the for older tanks, although it's not really a thing for newer ones, you can see what looks like flame cuts along parts of the tank, or where the welds will be. That is a very nice touch. I like that.
It's a good model. He did a good job.
Yes. Very nice 3D printed bits. I like it. And the camouflage is pretty good too. He even painted the interior. Oh, oh, neat. The top is removable.
Yeah. You can set it up that way. So let's let you know, after the fortress, I will have to bid adieu. I have to leave early.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. This is a very, very nice artillery piece. Okay. I like it.
Big dub. Big dub, boss man.
Yeah. Okay, next we have the fortress. The Orctress.
No notes. Absolute cinema.
Yes. I can't really...
Peak.
Not really much to critique about this because it's properly orky.
It's peak. It's so peak.
Very, very nice kit bash, and I love it.
You did a fantastic job, my man.
Yes. A very, very
I like the little bucket to carry models on the sides. I like that a lot.
Yeah. This is very, very nice. Very nice Orctress. Or he did call it a Fortress.
Yes.
I like it a lot. It's very, very nice. Very nice use of pieces for a kit bash. It's a Baneblade chassis mashed with one of the trucks, it looks like, for the front of it.
That is a Rucka truck of some kind.
It is a just peak orc kit bash. Very, very
you should feel proud of yourself.
Using a bunch of the orc pieces, especially for the sponsons too, you can see.
Indeed. Already, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me as always, and thank you for having me again, Handy.
I like what you got. Good
Goodbye.
job.
Spay New Year's quickness.
Yes. Very nice, Dessmond. You did good. Very good miniatures. Okay, later, Bird. Next up, we have BasedTemplar. Critique some of my favorite Templar works. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of what we were saying earlier, where you don't want to go too heavy on the grays, because these are now reading as gray Templars instead of black Templars. You went a little bit too heavy on the volumetric highlights. I feel like you should have kept it a little bit darker, because you have to, if you're painting black Templars and you want to do volumetric, okay, black armor is way better if you just do like the heavy metal highlights. It's way harder to do black armor if you're going to do volumetric, because this is reading more as like a stylized, I want to say, Carcharodon's armor, or cell shaded Carcharodon's armor. On this one it is. The volumetric highlights are a little bit too heavy on this guy. It's reading more as a gray Templar. The sword I really like though. You did a really good job on that. The non-metallic metal looks pretty good too. Highlights on the bolt on the combi weapon are good. The base, if Ickbard was here, he would tell you good job on keeping it within the base profile, although I feel like he's a little bit too high up. And that would be modeling for advantage. I think all these are suffering from you have them a bit too high up on the base. Because then what happens if you're playing, people will take advantage of that. Or they say you're modeling for advantage kind of thing. Okay, for this guy. Okay, this one's a bit better than the other one for what I said, where it was reading more as gray Templars. Because you want to be a little bit, you can use these colors, but you got to be a little bit thinner on the volumetric. Base Templar here, definitely heard on gray Templars. Yeah, you want to be a little bit like what I would maybe do, because it kind of looks like you use Skaven Blight Dinge and maybe, I want to say, Mechanicus Standard Gray, maybe. Like, I know you use a dark gray, maybe use a darker gray that's closer to black. His metallics are great. Yeah, his metallics are great. He did non-metallic metal, and they look great. There's a lot of good blending in there. I would say maybe for the skull shoulder pads on this guy, you could have gone a bit darker, maybe. But that's just me. Because it looks a bit too bright and you can't really see the definition on the skull. Maybe it's just from this angle. Axe head is amazing, yeah. I also like the way he did the gold trim. That is very, very good. And even just the trim in general, because you can, that is also non-metallic metal too. But yeah, for Black Templars, if you want to do volumetric, you gotta go a bit darker. Light placement on the non-metallic metal is perfect, yes. That's another thing I have with why I don't do non-metallic metal, because it is really for doing non-metallic metal, you have what is called the golden angle, which means it only looks good from one. You have to make it look good from one angle. The moment you make it like from a side angle or any other angle, it might not look as great, which is why I usually tend to avoid non-metallic metal. One, because it takes forever to paint, and two, because it has that golden angle, and that is very hard to pull off from like every single angle. Chopped, I'm scared. We shall see what I have to say about it. Okay, this one. Okay, this is Grimaldus, I'm pretty sure. Yes, this is Grimaldus. So this one, yeah, again, near some areas are reading as Grey Templars, like his leg. The red is highlighted very nicely. I like that. Hello, Matt. How you doing? Yes. He's just asking for critiques on his favorite Templar works. And so far, what I've mostly had to say is go a bit darker on the volumetric, because it's reading as Grey Templars to me on some of them. But I mean, the non-metallic metal is chef's kiss. Really, they really have a grasp down on non-metallic metal and also how to do volumetric. Great critique, so I would think both. Yep, no problem. Yeah, like here's what I'm saying, like on the base size, like how high up you want them. Grimaldus looks a little bit better. He's a little bit lower because I think that, if I remember correctly, he has a scenic base too. What you want to do is you don't want to have them be too high up. But that's just me. But also, he's a little bit outside of the base footprint, but that's fine. Looks pretty good. But yeah, Grey Templars. Great non-metallic metal works. Ooh. High Marshal Helbricht. Okay, this one is very nice. I really like this. Primarily put my leader characters on higher bases. So they stand out. Yeah, you can put them on higher bases. Just don't put them out too high up is what I would do. That's fine. This is very nicely painted. I like this. You did a very good job with this. Although if I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the lantern could use a little bit of work. Like maybe... I maybe want to say like a light dry brush on the... Like, if you can see my cursor right here, like the outer edges of it for like soot buildup or whatnot, depending on what this is, because the yellow makes it... The yellow just looks weird when the rest of the model looks very nice. Turn on the box, it doesn't matter. The channel YARRICK lives. Yes, we know that, David. We saw that earlier. Your internet is cooked, help. Let's see what else. So, sword looks good. Little servitor looks good. We got the DMV. Ah, okay. But yeah, this is a very, very nice Helbricht. I think what you can do is you can... The skull kind of blends into the scenery is another thing too. That's just a minor nitpick. But other than that, these are some very, very nicely painted Black Templars. Very, very good. Good job. Very, very good job.
I like what you got. Good job.
I look forward to seeing more miniatures. Okay. Oh, here's a back thing. I didn't see that. But ooh, yeah, see, look at that. That is a very nice cape. A lot of work needed still on my lord. Just want to get some feedback. You're fine, I'll get to it, I'll tell you. But yeah, again, very, very nice. Because again, too, if you put this cape up next to your other Templars, it'll blend into their armor. But good job. Very, very good job. These are some very nicely painted, very, very nicely painted miniatures. Thank you, the gentleman. Always pleasure sharing. Drops more soon, ye. Okay, your Chaos Lord. Let's see it. Chaos Lord from Frenchie. Your fast paintings and show up in the local store. So, let's see. Okay, so... Very... very good start from what I can see. It just needs highlights is all it needs, because it looks a bit, I can tell you washed it, but it looks a bit flat. It's a very, very good start to a miniature. It just need, like, the cape needs highlights. You can maybe dry brush the upper raised edges of the pelt. But the sword looks pretty good too. Maybe a little bit brighter like I don't want to say white, but like a bright highlight along the edges. Literally all this needs really is just highlights. That's it. Like I do with the base. Ah, yeah, that's... Ickbard would be docking you for points on that. Because it's outside the base footprint. But the base is nice. Really early stream today? Yes, Tony. Because Ickbard had to leave early. And he is gone. He left like 9 minutes ago. But other than that, this is your Chaos Lord's coming along very nicely. You just need highlights. So good job.
I like what you got. Good job.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, next up we have Dice. Jaegers are done. Pardon the under texture paint. Okay. He didn't say if he wanted feedback or critique. So we're just gonna go over these and say these are some nice minis. You did a good job. These are pretty much parade ready miniatures. So very, very good job. And that's all I can say, because you didn't say you want to critique or feedback.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay. And let's see what else. We have 2 more things. Let me hide this. And then we'll look at those. And then I guess... Wow, this is the fastest we'll have been done with the stream. Okay. Next up, we have a new face. We have Cyrus with some custodies. Okay, so my first thing I'm seeing with this custodies is you needed to wash the gold armor. So want to contribute? Yeah, no problem. So yeah, these custodies, I can tell you kind of washed the capes, but the gold needs a bit of wash because it's a bit too bright. Or I can't tell if you washed it or not. So I feel like there's some areas where they are washed, but they're not. So the gold just needs wash because you need definition to it. Because how it looks right now when you're putting light against it, it is a bit too bright. Like the details are kind of getting blown out. Like if you look at this photo, like everything is kind of blending into each other. So you definitely need some wash on your custodies. Or if you did wash them, because it kind of looks like you did on the foot of this one. But I can't really tell if I'm going to be honest. So, yeah, because I can tell the red might be washed. Because I can see the highlights on it, like I said. The recesses are a bit darker. Yeah, my only gripe on this is just you needed to wash the gold. The gold could have used some wash. I like the capes. Yeah, the capes are good. There's not much I can say for these out. Okay, I think you did wash them. It's just when you went back with the dry brush, if that's what you did, you went a bit too heavy on the dry brush. Because I can see Reikland flesh shade on the shoulder pad right here. And a little bit of the recesses. Yeah. You did go a little bit too bright a little bit too heavy on the secondary dry brush if that's what you did. Then the bases look a bit too flat too. What you can do if you want is put a bit of since these are mud bases, what I would do is put like a wash of either Nuln Oil or even Agrax Earthshade on it and it'll darken it. And do a very light dry brush of your original color. And I think I see a stone on that base too. Yeah, I would paint that stone gray. Then wash it with Null Nail, do a light dry brush over it. But yeah, these are good custodians, good start. They just need to be washed. Or you need a darker wash because the details, the gold is a bit too bright. Thank you for sharing.
I like what you got. Good job.
Okay, now we have the final mini from Speckled Jim. So, new Warlord, Elrod, pretty happy finding it and getting Black Highlights great. Okay, you were supposed to say if you wanted critique or feedback, but we will excuse it this one time. So, let's look at this miniature. Hard to get Black Highlights correct. I mean, very happy for feedback. Okay, good for the good job with the instant reply. Okay, so this is a very good miniature. There's honestly not much to do feedback on, and I also noticed on the staff, I think you missed a couple gems, is what it looks like, and also on his crest too. You missed some gems. Internet just died. Oof. So yeah, you gotta go back and probably do those gems unless this is still being worked on. Sorry, I've been taking a sip of tea. So black highlights. I'm trying to think. I mean, your black highlights look correct. Oh, they're weird. The bumps aren't gems, with the ones and the rings around them are. Huh. Hello, Ernie. How you doing? Trying to think what I can... I can't really say much about your highlights for gray because they look just fine. I mean, you could go one step brighter if you wanted to, but if you don't want it to be too bright, what I would do is do a 50-50 mix of the last highlight color you used and the next brightest color, and test that on somewhere where it's not very visible, and see how you like that. Where is it? Afternoon, Iceland. Afternoon for me, where I live on the East Coast. Europe. Well, actually, wouldn't it be for Europe? Isn't it like... Well, actually, no. For Europe, yeah, it'd be like, I think, 3 p.m., I think, for Europe. Because they're, what, 4 or 5 hours ahead of me? Good, just came home from I live in the UK. Wouldn't that be evening? I don't know. UK, it's 3:45. I was right. I was right. Which are which aren't. 4:45 here. Yeah. So I was right. It is almost the evening in the UK. Okay, so I also noticed you did miss some areas, like you need to highlight the upper edge of the helmet above the lenses. You missed that right there. 2:45, sir, yeah. Your base looks pretty good. The basing, yeah, your basing is good. That's highlighted appropriately. The vines look pretty good. There's enough grass tufts. The golds, I would say the gold looks a bit too flat in my opinion. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. I was not sure why the head looks so flat. Yeah. So your golds look a bit flat too. If you can kind of see it in the photo. I can't really zoom in anymore. But see how it's just like one color? You want to maybe hit that with a very light wash of it. Well, again, it depends on what color you want the gold to be. Do you want it to be like an old gold, like a old tarnished gold? You go with a brown wash. If you want it to be like an old dirty gold, you would go with a black wash. If you want it to be like a warm, rich gold that's a bit red, you would go with like Reikland Flesh Shade or a light red wash. But yeah, it's looking a bit too flat, is what I think, from my opinion. Looking for very bright gold, so very light brown wash. Yeah, you can do so. What was the last miniature I painted that used gold? What you can do? I'm trying to think. Which haven't posted shit to my Instagram for a while. Was there any on that hot discussion list? Oh no, we didn't have an AI discussion this time because I didn't really see any AI miniatures. Because for the most part, everyone followed the rules and posted more than 2 miniatures, except for this one, but it looks a bit too... It doesn't look like it's AI, which is good. Because everything in the background looks correct. I mean, if this is AI right here, I'm gonna be pissed. Because I gave it all that praise like last time. But yeah, next time Jim posts like more than 1 photo. I would make my desk tidier, yeah. Next time post 2 photos, that's all I gotta say. Those are part of the rules for this. You gotta post at least 2 photos, so front and back would work. But yeah, the black highlights, like I said, do that, the gold, do a very light wash, and then highlight it again. If you want to do volumetric, well, you didn't do volumetric on the cape. But other than that, it's a very, very nice miniature. You did get more photos next time currently at work. Yeah, it's fine. Hand-on's fine. Yeah, it is a very, very nicely painted Eldar miniature. Okay, let me know. So that looks like that is everything. For show us what you got. Oh yeah, I also got you this too.
I like what you got. Good job.
But yes, we will do this again in 2 weeks. Because this is every 2 weeks we do that, and it'll be the 4th week we've done this. So thank you everyone so much for posting your miniatures. I liked looking over all your stuff. It was good to see some people actually took the feedback we gave to heart and improved on their miniatures. And it also looks like they're improving on their stuff. So I will be time stamping this once the stream ends for anyone that wasn't here, so they can see where their minis are. Or if they weren't here last time and they didn't know that they can actually do that, I'm going to go do that. So thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I will be back on Wednesday with more painting of the Saturnine Dreadnought. Don't know what time it's going to be at. Might be early, might be late. We shall see, because I have to go get a blood draw on Wednesday. So I hope everyone has a good rest of their day, and I will hopefully see you all on Wednesday. Goodbye, everybody.